Hey everyone, welcome back to ScoreCentre. This week I wanted to do something a little bit different. Don't worry, we've still got the eBay top 10. We've still got the highlights to open, and I have a really awesome cricket signature to unbox from TLA. And TeamCoach fans, don't you worry, I've got you covered. I've got 10 packs to open later on in the show. But now that the dust has somewhat settled from all of the excitement of the Optimum release earlier this week, I wanted to spend a little bit of time talking about my thoughts and experiences of the product, as well as some reflections I've made this week on the way I collect. So first, Optimum. Came out Monday morning. We saw the lads from RGV Collectibles open their box, the first in the world, at around 10:30 that morning, and I had it on Facebook Live. I was Chromecasting it to my TV and sitting on the floor cross-legged, just grinning at the TV, just so excited to see what they would pull. And they had an awesome box, getting a Sam Walsh influential, which was absolutely amazing. And then after that, not long after that, they opened up another box, which they didn't film, but they did pull a gold headliners, which we did not know about. Select put in an Easter egg of these gold headliners that are numbered to 25, one per team. It kind of felt like a treasure hunt that we're sort of all involved with, and it just created so much buzz and excitement. Select put up a Facebook post to say that all of the boxes had been shipped from their warehouse. So I went to bed Monday night full of so much excitement and anticipation. It felt like Christmas Eve. It was like Christmas Eve for footy card lovers. And I woke up Tuesday morning early, so excited, and I kept updating my shipping app, waiting for those glorious words, "Your package is on board for delivery." And I got that notification at about 7:30 in the morning. And then so Tuesday morning, I'm like a little meerkat every time there's a car outside my house. I'm like, is it here now? Oh, is it here? Oh, is it a van? Is it, oh. About 2 hours after that notification, a yellow van pulled out. I'm like, oh. And the guy gets out, and I have Optimum in my hands. Now, obviously in my video, I was really nervous, but I didn't realize until I watched the video back how nervous I was, because I'm sure I called Jordan Roughhead, Jared Roughhead, and I think I called Lockie Weller, Lockie Whitfield, and I was a mess. Definitely picking up the Bo McCreary Gold DPS numbered to 13 was a huge relief. So happy that I got a Pies insert, and yeah, that definitely let off a lot of tension, and I was relieved. And had there been lots of other boxes where there's been much bigger pulls, of course, it wasn't the greatest box of all time. It was a relatively standard box. But look, the really important things are, did I have fun opening it? Yes, I had so much fun. Do I love the cards? Yes, I love the cards so much. I just every day, I've just like every now and again, I'll just like pull them out and just like go through them. I love them so much. And I'm in a really privileged position to be able to afford to buy Optimum, and also lucky enough that I was able to get some. So that's always the up and down of card collecting. You never know what you're going to get in your box, but I'm very grateful that I had the chance to open Optimum. And I thoroughly enjoyed watching other people's videos. John Jones, who gave me such a warm-hearted, incredible shout out at the start of his video, that was awesome. And Northy had an incredible box. I won't spoil the surprises if you haven't watched, but definitely give both those videos a watch, because they pull some pretty awesome cards. And I look forward to watching lots of other videos as they pop up in the coming days and weeks. Now, of course, the release of Optimum hasn't been super positive for everybody. For the people that missed out, it's been incredibly deflating and disappointing, to put it mildly, especially if you're somebody who's been collecting Select footy cards for literally over 2 decades. And look, I think Select have done a lot to try to make the process as fair as reasonably possible, and there's probably areas that they can look at to make it even more accessible going forward. However, at the end of the day, a product like Optimum is a boutique limited edition. No matter what Select do, there will always be people that are left with empty hands. The days of buying case after case, months after a release, are definitely over. And I guess we're just all gonna have to adapt. So look, the card community is going through a global boom in popularity, and Australia is not going to be untouched by that. I love collecting UFC cards, but the boom in them and the way Panini are pricing things, I've been completely priced out of UFC cards. I really miss buying UFC hobby boxes. I haven't been able to spend $1,000 on a box of Prism at the best of times, but it sold out really quickly, and then boxes pretty much went to $2,000. I can't afford that. I haven't been able to open a hobby box of UFC, and I probably won't for a long time, which really sucks, and I miss that. But what I've had to do is I've gone and bought singles, I've gone into breaks. For better or for worse, we're no doubt living through an extraordinary time in trading card history. And speaking of history, I've, in the past few days, been reflecting on the way I collect cards. Who do you PC is a very common question in the card community, but it's a question that I have long struggled to answer. Obviously, I support the Pies, and I'm always extra chuffed to pull a Collingwood card, but I don't exclusively collect Collingwood cards. And often I'm just as excited to get another team's card. And I wanted to explore the reasons for this. I think it comes from the way I collected as a child. When I was a kid, none of my friends also collected trading cards. So for me, collecting was a solitary hobby. I didn't have any friends to trade with, so my PC was just whatever I pulled. I collected stickers and cards from about the age of 6 or 7 until I was about 18. And that whole time, it was something I did by myself. My albums filled with a hodgepodge of different teams and inserts were special to me because they were the cards that I had pulled and added to my modest collection. When I rediscovered my love of collecting in 2014, my style of collecting hadn't changed. I was much more aware of being able to buy singles online. However, I really didn't like the idea of that. There was something about it that felt wrong. It felt like cheating. For me, collecting had always been about what I had organically pulled and not what I just artificially bought online. Over the years, my feelings towards that have softened greatly, and I have bought Collingwood cards or other inserts that I needed. However, initially I would quarantine them off in their own separate part of my binder, not wanting to add them to my collection that I had collected in a pure way. Nowadays, I've accepted foreign cards into my collection and they happily mingle together. Then this year, I started doing something I've never done before, trading. And it's certainly been a learning curve for me. Of course, I'm super happy to trade doubles. However, the topic of trading non-doubles can be fraught. Obviously, I love my beloved Pies, but I really hope this comes across in my videos, but I have so much respect and admiration for so many different players across all of the clubs in the AFL. Would I have been happier to have pulled a Pies headliners from my box? Yeah, absolutely. But was I disappointed to pull a Max Gawn? Absolutely not. I love Gawny, he's such a great player, and off the field he just seems like such a great bloke, really down to earth and great sense of humour. And to pull this card after he had that incredible finals game and just before he captains his team into their first grand final in more than 20 years in the hope of getting their first premiership win since the 60s, it makes this card so special to me. It adds so much history and emotion to the card that in turn makes that card special and emotional for me. My love for football and my love for collecting coalesce in collecting football cards. And for me, there's so much emotion and passion and history in that that's meaningful to me. My collections are like a scrapbook of time and history and wonderful memories. It's a tribute to the serendipity of your luck or lack of luck on the day of what is in those packs waiting for you. And that's what this whole channel is about. Sharing that love and passion, that excitement and that disappointment when you rip that packet open. And all of that meaning that you bestow into that bit of cardboard that we all find so precious. And this Optimum release week has just really reinforced how much I love collecting and how much this hobby means to me and how awesome it is to be a part of this community. There's as many different ways to collect as there are collectors. There's no right or wrong way, it's just what works for you. So let's keep the Optimum Love Fest going with the eBay Top 10. And this week we could just rename it the Top 10 Highest Selling Optimum Cards. It's just gone absolutely wild. So let's have a look at that. It's pretty much the Optimum Top 10 this week, and we kick things off with the first of many of these absolutely awesome dual signature cards. The whole concept being that you have a current player and an older player that shared the same jumper number, and in these cards they are the dual signatures. Here we've got the Essendon variant with Scotty Lucas and Jake Stringer. That was numbered 41 of just 50 of those, and that sold for 1,600. Then up next we have another one of these. We have the Geelong variant with Danger and Chappie that sold for $1,900, and that was numbered 9 out of 50. Oh, absolutely awesome. Continuing the streak of the Mirror dual signature card selling for 1,950. We have the the Richmond variant with Michael Roach and Jack Rewalt. Absolutely awesome. They just look stunning. That was numbered 13. Numbered 13 out of 50. Up next, we actually have a bundle, which is really, I think, a really good value, a fantastic value actually, bundle. And we have for $2,000. The bundle includes a Sam Walsh influential, numbered 4 out of 40, just 40 of those influential cards. So that's, I'd say that's almost worth price of admission. But why not throw in a Bo McCreary Copper DPS? We also have a Tom Highmore St Kilda Copper DPS. We've got the Cam Zuha North Headliner. We've got a Lockie Keefe Specialist. And then for the Optimum Plus Parallel cards, we've got Oliver, Amira, and Witts. And then of course the 12 Optimum Plus cards as well. And you've got Gunston and Josh Dacos, Langford, and a whole host of others. 2 North Melbourne players there, as well as a handful of rookie cards as well. So I think that's really great value for $2,000 there. Up next, got another of the dual signatures, this time the West Coast with Nick Nat and Ben Cousins. That sold for $2,050. And then we have 2 more of the dual sigs. We have the St Kilda variant with Max King and Nick Rewalt. And then we have the card that I desired more than any other, the Collingwood variant with Tony Shaw and Steel Side Bottom. I wasn't able to find out the prices for these, so I've sort of put them in the middle because, look, I can't see the Collingwood one going for much lower than 2,400, maybe 2,300 at a stretch, but I can't see that going for hugely under 2,500. The St Kilda will probably go for a little bit under that, but that would be at least $2,000 for that card. But yeah, not sure what they sold for. But going into the top 3 now, I do know that this sold for $2,300, and it is the gold headliner Anthony McDonald Tipper Woody. Look at that. That is just stunning. It's everything on that surface of the card other than the Essendon logo is gold. That's just absolutely sublime, and just number 20 of only 25. That's just imagine the joy of pulling a gold headliners. Wow. Then, speaking of joy, just imagine if you pulled, not only you just pulled a Sam Walsh, well, not only you pulled an influential, it happens to be a Sam Walsh influential, which I think a lot of people agree is the best influential you could get from this year's crop. But why not just go one further and pull a jumper number Sam Walsh? Why not? That is 18 of 40 Sam Walsh influential. Obviously, much coveted card. That sold for $2,850 from 61 bids. What an absolutely mammoth card. And in first place, look, we haven't seen him for this top 10 until first place. You can't have a top 10 without our friend Dusty. And here you go, we've got the Dusty Gold headliner selling for $3,000. These are I think these will become one of the most coveted Dusty cards. And there is a long line of hotly sought after Dusty cards. Lots of massive Richmond collectors. And yeah, there's only 25 of these in existence. So yeah, get your hot little hands on those. That's number 19 out of 25. The Dusty Gold headliner. It'll be interesting to see how much, if the jumper number or the number 1 goes on the market, how much they will sell for. But there you go, that's our top 10. Okay, it's highlights time. Let's get cracking on the highlights. We have had a bit of a wait for some of these, but they're finally here. So let's crack them open and see what we can pull. I'm pretty sure there should be an Eddie Betts milestone coming up. Is that? It is! We have Eddie Betts 350 games milestone, the absolute legend for Carlton and Adelaide. 640 career goals, 218 games for the Blues, 132 for the Crows. That was his final game of his career. What an absolute legend and superstar Eddie Betts is on and off the field. Let's turn him around and see what number we've got. And we've got 172 there was 634 cards printed. That is just a sign of how much Eddie Betts is loved and revered. 172 for the absolute star. Well done, Eddie. You inspire so many of us. You are just absolutely incredible. Now, I think this should be the week 1 of the finals, which means there should be 4 highlight cards. I think that's what it should be. So let's pull this open and see what we've got. Oh yeah, there's a lot of cards in here. Let's pop them out of their top loader. Nope, they don't want to come out. Okay, there we go. We've got our 4 highlights here. We have our qualifying final 1, Demons over the Lions. Clayton Oliver, 4 goal assists, 33 disposals. What an absolute gun. Ollie Wines in Port v Geelong. 33 disposals for Ollie, 16 contested possessions. And then for our elimination finals, it was the Doggies kicking out the Bombers. Tom Liberatore, 7 tackles, 35 disposals down in Tassie. And then Toby Green in Elimination Final 2 by 1 point. 3 goals, 10 disposals, kicking Sydney out of the finals. Also down in Tassie. What an absolutely memorable game. Obviously memorable for Toby for not all the best reasons, but let's focus now on the numbers that we have got. How many cards were printed? Let's kick things off with the Clayton Oliver. Let's turn it around and we've got 96 of 226 for Clayton. Now, Ollie, what can he do? Can he do better than 96? Well, we've got 187 out of 208. 280, I should say. Mushmouth Scorey strikes again. Now, the doggies. What did we get for Libba? 131. We've been getting quite high numbers. 131 of 271. Toby, what can you do? What can you do for us? Can you give us a low number? What? 102. No, 102 of 179. So there you go. There's our finals week 1 highlights. It feels like a long time ago, but all very memorable games. Now we have a very special cricket unboxing that's come direct from TLA. And if you were watching earlier in the year, I did open up cricket cards all summer long, and we'll be doing that again. But towards the end, it might have actually been one of the last cricket unboxings I did, we pulled an Aaron Finch auto redemption. And Scorey takes his time to do things. Scorey sat on that redemption for a while. This 6 or 7 months in the making. Here, finally, we have a bit of resolution. What have we got? Ooh, okay, here we go. We've got, okay, so this is what I got. This is what I pulled. We pulled the redemption card. Aaron Finch, Melbourne Renegades, Authentic Series Signature. But look, when I sent it off, it didn't have it. It was whole. Now it has a hole, and that can only mean one thing. Oh, look at that! Look at that! It's an Aaron Finch on card auto. That top loader is really scuffed up though. Like the top loader for that one looks a little bit better. So we might move them around, but oh, look at that. We have an on-card auto from Aaron Finch. Finchy himself, number 21 of 133. That is, of course, what we pulled. Just double checking. Oh, Finchy, we have your auto. That is so sick, and that just makes me even more pumped for the upcoming cricket season. We will be opening the new cricket cards all summer long on Scorecard Collectibles. Oh, that's sick. I love it. I love it. Now, we've had so much Select football card content on the channel today. I thought we really need some TeamCoach, because I know how much you all love TeamCoach. So here we go, 10 packets. Let's get cracking. We are so close to the grand final. The Brownlow is almost upon us. What can we pull from our TeamCoach cards today? Wish us luck. Oh, we've got a Rory Sloane card craft, number 3, and a Rory Sloane gold card. There you go. It's Rory A and Rory B, twins. Can barely tell them apart. Oh, nice crows. There you go. Pack 2 for today. These are opening really well. Really like the way. And look! Another Rory! Rory! He's everywhere! And we pulled Rory, didn't we? I'm pretty sure we pulled Rory Sloane from Optimum as well. Sorry, I'm bringing Optimum up again. We can't escape it. But, oh, we've got a Carlton 3D icon with Sam Doherty and Madison Prespakis. And our gold is Tim Taranto with that wry little grin. Yes. Ooh. Okie dokie. Feels like I haven't opened up TeamCoach for a while, but I think it's been, what, 6 days? 6 days, 7 days? It's not been that long in the scheme of things, but this week has been very much dominated by Optimum. Oh, I've got Astronaut, Aaron Norton. What a awesome contribution he made to the Doggies' big game. And Luke Shuey, Mega Star Powers. Holy dooly. Well, it's late in the day, but can we pull another gold card craft? That would be spectacular. No, but we are going to pull Freo 3D icon with Kiara Bowers and Michael Walters. And our gold is Kane Lambert. Okay, this is pack 5. So we're halfway through our 10. What are we going to pull? It's another. Rory. Rory, being a little bit greedy, give somebody else a chance to have their footy card in the pack. Rory. And Aaron Phillips. Rory Sloane is just dominating. Dylan Grimes. Ooh, that's not looking familiar to me. I think that might be a newie for the collection. Might be a newie. Dylan Grimes, I don't think so. I don't think we have him. Now, what is waiting for us in this packet? These are the 3D icon cards. We've got Danger and Olivia Purcell. And we've got a Cam Rayner, Rising Star Powers. Don't feel like I've got that card much. Ooh, wow. The Scory card vault is very low. It's running very low. So, just in time. Oh, was that? Oh no, I thought it was another 3D icon. Ooh! Now I know we do need a tipper, but is it the glitz or the glow? This is of course the glow, but can't remember which one we need, but we do need one of them. Anthony McDonald, Tipper Woody. Ooh, we will check. And Angus Brayshaw. Gusto Gus. Not sure if we have him. Could be new. Might be not. Who knows? You know how bad Scory's memory is. Toby Green. What have we got? Oh, it's feeling like another 3D icon. It is. It's the Bullies, the Bont, and Ali Blackburn. Really like that background, really pops with the Bulldogs logo. And we have a Rising Star Powers with Jordan Ridley. And yes, he had a great season. Bombers have a lot of really great young players. So I'm sure we will see them in the finals again next year. Now, this is our second last packet for today. What have we got? Oh, we've got another Odd Bods, and we've got a Ben King, Sun King, which we definitely don't have millions of this card already. Definitely don't have millions and millions. I could make sandcastles out of these cards. I have so many. And Jake Riccardi, Rising Star Power for the Giants. We have that, but don't have many of those. It's funny how some you get so many of the same card, and then others you rarely get. Well, here we go. We've got our final TeamCoach pack for today. What can we find? It's It's been a week dominated by Select, so can TeamCoach pull out something mind-blowing to bring the attention back to TeamCoach? What's in here? I haven't pulled a gold. I haven't pulled a gold wildcard. That would be awesome. Or even just a normal trophy I haven't pulled. What have we got? Oh, it's looking like a 3D icon again. And there you go, Tigers fans. We pulled you a Richmond Tigers 3D icon. And our gold card is Nick Blakey from the Sydney Swans for our little opening of 10 TeamCoach packs. Oh no, we already have the glow tipper. It's the glitz that we don't have, so sorry tipper. Okay, my thought was correct. Dylan Grimes is new. Rory, are you new? Oh, he is. Rory Sloan. Well done. You are new. Thank you. Welcome to the team. Tim Taranto, I'm pretty sure. Yep, he's already there. And Brayshaw. Oh, he's new. Gusto Gus. Welcome to the team. So that's 3 new gold cards to the gold card collection. So thanks so much for joining me for this special Optimum edition of ScoreCentre. The grand final is on next week. It's all come down to this. Demons v Doggies. And we will be doing a huge grand final special. I hope you're all well and staying cool. My name is Dave, this is Scorecard Collectibles, and I can't wait until you join me next time. Lots of other boxes that have contained much bigger hits. Yeah, of course. It was, it wasn't a dud box.